Hello, everybody, and before the episode starts, I just want to say I'm probably going to talk about it a lot in this episode, but there are some things that are wrong with this episode. Not wrong, just like stuff that went wrong. So I ended up having a failed recording, and and I don't have time to go through the game and go through all the stars that I did. And the reason why I lost the footage was because the Elgato software ended up closing in the middle of while I was exporting the video, and I was in a hurry, so I didn't really have time. But uh, basically, in this episode, you are going to see the stars that I did um, in that previous episode, but with the new star counter that I did get. It might sound a lot complicated. It's really self-explanatory once the video actually starts, and I'll talk about it a lot in this episode. And I'm sorry if it gets really repetitive. It's just something that happens, and I dealt with it this way instead of trying to replay the game. Um, if there's any confusion, anything, just let me know in the comments below, and I'll ask any questions that you have. It it was bound to happen at some point. Pikmin didn't have any problems, and we've been going strong with this series up until this point of when a video actually got lost. So anyway, thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Welcome back. I knew you would return eventually. Please look down at your feet. This number you see represents the number of power stars you need to access another world. Whether you succeed or fail, just attempting the challenge will show something about your character. Okay, welcome back to another episode of Super Mario Galaxy. So, stuff happened, and I kind of lost footage of an episode I kind of lost the footage of last episode, and so, to kind of make up for it, it was a really good episode too, I'm gonna replay the stars. So, um, that was a little thing. I will explain everything much later, but for now, let's go in Bowser's Dark Matter Plant, just because we need to redo this star now. Darkness on the horizon. Bowser's Dark Matter Plant. Ooh, spooky. Okay, so what happened was that I was recording, and then after I was done with the session, I may have accidentally turned off the Elgato or exited out of the software of the Elgato, which is what I use to record, and it wasn't finished exporting the video, so I kind of lost footage from this episode. And I didn't want to go through the whole entire game, do exactly what I wanted to do, just to get 3 stars, because there's 3 stars that we got in this episode. So I'm just gonna replay them and just tell you that off camera, after this level specifically, we off camera, I went and did the Center of the Universe. It's the final level. You get it after playing this level and beating Bowser. And so it just sucks that I lost that footage. And so I went and did that because there's a certain comet that we can't get until we beat the Center of the Universe. And also 2 cutscenes happened and it was weird, and I'm sad that I lost that footage now. But hey, this is the best that I can do in order to recover it without having to take so long and stuff. So, I'm sorry for that. But, I would just want to say, after you get this star, there's a prompt. You go to Rosalina and there's a prompt. She asked you if you want to wait to go and save your quote-unquote special one, or if you want to go ahead and do it. If you press go, it will take you to the final level immediately, initiating a cutscene and whatnot. Yeah, it really sucks that it happened that way. But I hate it. The first time that I lost footage, I knew it would inevitably happen. But hey, the stars that I did aren't terribly long. So, and also you can see that I have 65 stars. So I am really just replaying the stars that we got in the failed recording. Okay, we are here. Why, it's you. That's Mario. That's Mario. That's Mario. I'm gonna stop you in the space bits. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Gotta do this again. So this fight, he only has that new claw spin attack that he just did right there. I believe that's the only new thing that he has. And so, of course, he's gonna have 3 phases, like always, because it's like standard for bosses, you know. Okay, please. Now, I'm really hoping to get this week's recordings done, because of that failed recording, I am now behind by like 20 minutes. Just because that failed recording was kind of long, and I'm hoping this is kind of shorter, which I think it's turning out to be. But there is still some stuff that we have to do in this episode, and I'm sorry, like, if this doesn't feel like as enthusiastic or anything as I usually am. I usually try to keep a positive attitude. But it's just like, man, it really sucks whenever you get a failed recording, and it's just like, man, I don't want to, like, go through the same thing. I already did this. And so, especially since, like, I'm really busy and don't have time to record that often. So that's why I usually do sessions for the week on, like, a specific day. I just really need to, like, stockpile on recordings. But anyway, wahaha, not bad. I guess I chose the right guy to be my arch enemy. At least you put up a fight. But it's too bad for you, because my master plan is almost complete. Tough luck, Mario. His master plan. Well, not the last time we're gonna see him. And that's what the stars look like when you replay a star. I guess well, I guess it's bound that we see this. The only downside is that we're not going to see that cutscene of Mario putting the star in and us unlocking the engine room. That kind of sucks. All we do is just see him put the grand star in, but you can just imagine. Also, when you beat the star... Actually, no. When you beat the center of the universe, a number will appear on the bottom of your feet. And that shows how many stars you have left in the game. So after this episode, we'll have 55 stars. But next, I'm going to be going to the Hungry Luma. Okay. Sorry about that. I really don't have any idea what happened. Want to go to Big Mouth Galaxy? Okay, this Hungry Luma right here would have cost 80 star bits. And we unlocked a galaxy called Big Mouth Galaxy. It's not that hard. It's a little time consuming though. I don't know. Big Mouth's gold bait. Oh, I skipped the cutscene on accident. I am sorry. I just want to get through this. I'm sorry. There's a big penguin here. This is my hideaway. It's a perfect spot for fishing and being left alone. Cool. So here we have Big Mouth. It's kind of a spooky level. We got some crabs and we got a shell. And we have a golden chest that we need to break open with a specific thing. And of course, there's the shell. Oh, you can just... I didn't do that last time, so already this is going a little bit smoother than the other time. Excuse me, eel. We just have to collect these star chips in order to get a launch star. And they're all just around the floor in the grassy area. I lost my shell. I thank you. Last one's right there. And we have a star. Well, not a star, but you know what I mean. And we got a shell. Okay, those jellyfish enemies, I always thought they were teeth. Like, I said this in the failed recording, but they really look like teeth if you've seen them. If you saw them. I'm trying to use better grammar. Anyway, we got a bunch of booze here now. Make sure you do not break this gold shell, because you probably have to go back and get it. And this is also the thing that we... Mario, excuse you? This is also the thing that we need to break this chest. Captain Toad! Man, that was close! Oh, Mario! I almost forgot to tell you something. I was trying to get a star, but then I fell into the treasure chest. Let me tell you, it's even smaller than it looks. Anyway, I found a star. I found it in here. No, it's really yours. I probably did not read that right. Thank you, Captain Toad. That is the second star that we got in the failed recording. And there's one more star. I'm sorry if this ends up being a short episode. I'm just mainly doing this for the fact that we lost an episode and that I can't really continue on with things until I get this done, because then I'd just be like a bad, like, full Let's Player if I just leave this out. And it sucks too because you have to save, like, after the center of the universe, you have to save because it boots you out of the game. So anyway, we're going back to the terrace, and don't mind that. We're gonna go to Honey Hive because in the last episode we found a letter that had Luigi. It had a star from Luigi. So the star is in here, but I'm afraid that if I don't do this one, then Luigi won't spawn in there. So, Luigi in Honey Hive Kingdom. I already know where he is, but in the failed recording, I did not know where he was, and so it took a little bit longer. And so I think this episode so far is like possibly at 12 minutes right now. So I'm really sorry it's going to be a short episode. To make up for it, I will probably upload something tomorrow as well. A little special thing. But don't expect that special thing to be like a weekly thing. It's mostly whenever I can just get around to doing it. Did you? Okay, well, Luigi's right up here. Just do your spin jump, and you can knock him down. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, hey, bro. I hid behind this, the big scary bug, yeah. I hid behind this because of the bug. And we got the Luigi star. Okay. And we got a star. Yeah. And that is all the stars that we got in the failed recording. I redid them just so that nothing bad would happen, or just so I didn't have to replay the game to this point again, doing all the specific stars that I did. Also, that thing's no longer there, and that really sucks. Okay. So, in the next episode, if you take a look at this board, we have a new dome with a whole bunch of galaxies. And next episode, we'll be doing the engine room. I'll see you guys next time.